Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cherishthebeat, and today's video is about my college experience. Now, my college experience is totally different from anybody else's. I actually went to 3 colleges, and I've had quite the experience. So let's just dive right on into the video. I graduated high school in 2014. I was an honor graduate. I graduated from Perry High School. Go Panthers. I think that was my mascot. If it wasn't, charge to the head, not the heart. But so my first college that I went to was Clayton State. Now, Clayton State was not my first pick or my first choice. I actually wanted to go to Clark, Atlanta, but I didn't have the funds to go and didn't really want to put myself in debt or put my parents in debt, so I chose Clayton State. So I went to orientation. I fell in love with the school. The school was kind of like high school all over again, but only you're adults, in my opinion. But I had a pretty good high school experience, so I guess that was pretty cool. So had orientation, and I got to know my roommates, who originally was not supposed to be my roommates. I actually had other roommates that I was going to be a roommate with, but that kind of fell through, so I got some more roommates. So when we moved in on Clayton State, of course I moved to a dormitory, and the dormitory, like, we had our own bedrooms, and then well, 2 of us had to share a bathroom and a sink, and then we had like a kitchenette type of kitchen. Like, we didn't really have like a stove, but we did have a community stove down in the lobby area. So the move-in day, it was pretty cool. My mom cried, but you know how parents do. But so my mom, my dad, my aunt, my cousin, all of them came up to help me move in, and I had a lot of stuff because my mother packed my bag, and she felt like I was not gonna come back, I guess. So she packed everything, but that's not the here nor there. So I met my roommates like in person. That was pretty cool. We actually had a pretty good semester. Looking back on it, you know, during that time, I probably felt like we was getting into it a lot, but we really didn't get into it compared to like some other people roommate stories. That's another video for another time. We're just gonna stick with the experience video because I got some tea on that too. So my freshman year was pretty good. I didn't really get homesick. I got involved with some things on campus. Clayton State was just a whole different vibe. My purpose when I went to Clayton State, of course, was to get an education, but I really wanted to get away from home. I grew up in a small town. Everybody knew everybody. Pretty much where I'm from, we all are related in some type of form, and if we're not related, that's my cousin, and that's just it. Like, you know how you got fake kinfolks? Like, that's just how it was back home. So I wanted to get away from that. Like, I wanted to be a city girl. I've been a country girl all my life, if you can't tell by that accent. So I wanted to get away. So Clayton State is like maybe 25 minutes from downtown Atlanta. Depends on traffic and depends on how fast you're driving. So that first year, I partied all the time. I went to clubs. Like, I just did what freshmen would do. So overall, Clayton State, I really, really, really loved Clayton State. That was like the closest thing to HBCU that I was gonna get, because I didn't want to go to any other HBCU unless it was Clark, Atlanta. Like, I was not a Spelman girl, even though, you know, I hung out with girls from Spelman, and I used to party promote, which I met a lot of people through. And so I just felt like Clayton State was just the closest thing that I was going to get to HBCU, because yeah, I wasn't going nowhere else. So at first, before I even went to Clayton State, I was an education major. I changed my major at the last minute to become a nursing major. So I know y'all thinking like, how you went from education to nursing? Well, I let somebody tell me that teachers don't make no money, and I changed my major, but that really wasn't what I wanted to do. So Clayton State, they would have a lot of events on campus. Like, my welcome week was like lit. They had parties, they had a step show, Like they had all types of stuff. It was kind of like you was walking into something, but you didn't feel like you was alone. Like everybody was pretty much friendly. Really didn't have any drama at first. Dum dum dum. But they took us to like places like Six Flags. They had a diversity leadership conference where I met Trayvon Martin dad. So that was like a great experience to have. And it was fun at Clayton State. So let's jump right into the reason why I left Clayton State. Cause you know we all got a story. So I stayed at Clayton State for like maybe 2 years. I was a sophomore. Once you become a sophomore, you go to the upperclassmen apartments, which are kind of like off-campus apartments. But the only reason why it's off-campus is because a railroad split it. That's it. So I think they called it Clayton Station when I was there. They call it something else now. But so I moved into Clayton Station, and Clayton Station was like an apartment. It's like the school bought out some apartments, and we all had our own bedroom, own bathroom. The only thing that we shared was the common area, the kitchen, the laundry thing. That's the only thing we kind of like shared. So my first my first semester being in the upperclassmen dorms were during the summertime, and it was a different experience because my freshman year I didn't have a car, I didn't have a driver's license. Yes, I said it, I ain't had no driver's license. That's neither here nor there. Don't ask me no questions, okay? So I didn't have any driver's license, so like I kind of fell out with some of my friends that I did have, and so I had to walk to like get groceries, and thank God it was a Kroger's Plaza that was like right next door, like walking distance. So I used to have to walk to get stuff, and during that time I'm pretty sure we had Uber, but I don't think Uber was like popping during that time. If Uber was popping, I wasn't hip to hip to what was going on. But the summertime really is kind of like where my depression started at Clayton State. I don't know, I just felt like I was alone. I didn't really like have anybody. I still had good roommates. Like I didn't really have bad roommates until like later on down the line. And then they really wasn't bad roommates. Like looking back at it, it was like petty stuff that we would get into it about. So after that summer, it kind of slowed down. There's really nobody there. Really didn't have no friends like that. So moving on to that fall 2015. I think it was fall 2015. That fall 2015 was like a whole different type of experience. I'm an upperclassman now, so like welcome week, I'm thinking that I'm just like all that. Like I'm an upperclassman. These freshmen ain't got nothing on me. Like I don't want to talk to you. Okay, I really wasn't acting like that, but I kind of was. So I had new roommates, and I was the only roommate that kind of like stayed there. So I had already been in the apartment. I had new roommates. They was like from all over the place. They was cool. It was cool. And so like we had like little incidents where we would get into it. And I really can't even remember what we would get into it about, but it probably was like really, really silly stuff. But then an incident happened like towards that end of that fall 2015, where this guy that I knew, he used to hang out with, my roommates and stuff. We used to all be cool. He got shot like down from my door. So that just kind of like just threw me off. And it was, I don't want to say like the school was covering it up, because I mean you can't cover that up, but it was just weird how it was being handled. I didn't like the fact that that even happened. And it's not technically on campus, but it kind of is on campus. So after that, it was just like everything was already going downhill. Me and my roommates, we was bickering and arguing. Then like my roommate was grieving the loss of, her friend. And it was just like a lot going on, and I was getting like depressed. I wanted to leave. I went, when he got shot, I kind of ran down there just to see like what was going on, to see him in a puddle of blood. Like it was just an experience that I just absolutely did not like, and I hate that it happened. So I was just ready to go. Then at that time, me and my roommates, we was really bickering. Like it was bad. And I was just like, I don't have time for this. Like I'ma just go, because I'm in a bad head space. Come on now. I'm in a bad headspace, and I just kind of like want to leave. So I didn't tell anybody. I had already packed my stuff up. Once finals was over, I dipped. I was like, I'm up out of here. I don't want no parts of it. Like, I was just gone. I broke my contract, my leasing agreement, and I left. So I didn't want to sit out, and so I went to Middle Georgia State University. Did not want to go to Middle Georgia State. It was too close to home. It really had just became a university. Like, it didn't have that university vibe. So that first year I commuted, I stayed with my dad, and like he took me, but I still didn't have my driver's license, y'all. Don't hurt me. Didn't have my driver's license. So I commuted like that first year. So I didn't really be on I wasn't on campus like that. And it was just weird. Like, I still was a nursing major, and I just could not get in the gist of like being a nursing major. So I didn't really want to go to Middle Georgia State. It really didn't look like a college to me. Like, I didn't know nobody. I had friends that went to other schools like Fort Valley State and all that. But as far as like Middle Georgia State, I would go to class. I would sit around until my next class. I had 3 classes, and then like I went home. That's boring. Like, that's not even a college experience. So I'm at Middle Georgia State, and then so I tell my dad, I'm like, I want to stay on campus. Like, maybe it'll give me like a college experience. So I go to stay on campus, and so Middle Georgia State apartments was kind of like Clayton State apartments. You had your own bathroom, your own bedroom, all that you shared or whatever. Didn't really have any problems with my roommates, you know, like typical roommate stuff. So I met a couple of girls there, actually became really, really best friends, really cool friends, and really like best friends with my roommate, Jasmine. And we was cool, and I still was partying. I wasn't partying as hard as I was at Clayton State, but I definitely still was partying. And I kind of like linked up, you know, got in a relationship. Well, not really a relationship. Got in a ship, whatever. You know, with a guy or whatever. You know, the typical, you know, bad situation, all that. So after that, I was just kind of like over that too. I didn't want to be I already didn't want to be at Middle Georgia State. We really didn't do anything. Like, even at Clayton State, we didn't have like a homecoming because we didn't have a football team, but we had homecoming for basketball season. And like, it felt like a HBCU. Like, we had tailgates. You go to the tailgate. You had like the basketball game, and it just felt like I had a college experience there. Like, I did Shim Like a Noob. I did all types of stuff. Like, I was involved at Clayton State. But once I got to Middle Georgia State, they didn't really have anything because they had several different campuses. And I was at the Macon campus. I wasn't at Cochran campus because, truth be told, still a little ratchet at the Cochran campus now. I'm just saying, you ain't heard that from me. But if you go to Middle Georgia State, Cochran campus, you need to comment down below and tell me your experience there because they're a little ratchet. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So we I'm at the Macon campus, and we didn't really have anything to do. Like, I would go to class, and we would go to Fort Valley to party. Now, Fort Valley, you know, that's where Fort Valley State is. So we would party with them, and I mean, it was cool. I didn't really like it. Didn't really have that much fun. So I was making plans to transfer like that first couple of months I was there. So I changed my major. I did not do nursing anymore. Nursing wasn't for me. And you got to be really, really dedicated to be a nursing major. Like, you can't really socialize. And me personally, I like to socialize. I'm a social butterfly. I can talk to anybody. Like, anybody. That's just how I am. So I changed my major. I kept failing the GACE test. If you're an education major, you already know what that is. The GACE test. So I was making plans to transfer again. And I actually did transfer. And now I'm at the University of West Georgia. Now, the University of West Georgia was way completely different when I was a freshman at Clayton State. Like, we came and partied with them. They used to get lit. It used to be a party school. Like a hard at school. So I was like, okay, I can go back to my old ways just a little bit, just need a little party, you know. Not really. I really came for education. But like I came here and I had a different set of roommates, very diverse. I was the only black girl, and that's another story for another time. I just know that I was still in the apartment complex that I'm in now, and at least I had my own room, my own space, but it was just not popping at all. Like I just, So here in West Georgia, I'm not really engaged in anything. Like I've been to a couple of their parties. Like it's lit if the right people are throwing the parties. But other than that, like it's a little drag. And I guess because now I'm technically a senior, so I'm ready to be done with school. And I'm just ready for it to be over with. Like I'm in block 2 of my program. I'm ready to dip. Like I feel like everybody in West Georgia go home on the weekends. Like they really don't do anything. They go to these kickbacks. They cave in these people flow. And I don't want to be in no kickback with all these musty folks. Like you sweating. Like it's just like you get over it. Like you grow out of partying after a while. Like you may have the urge to go party every now and then, but I guess I partied so hard at Clayton State that I was just ready to just this partying scene over here. I was just like over it. So like comparing my experience, I definitely loved Clayton State. Like I loved to be there. I loved the people that was there. It was like I saw more black excellence at Clayton State than I did at any other university that I was at. Like I guess because I had better relationships with the people at Clayton State. The professors at Clayton State were way nicer than the professors that I've had at my other two schools, at this school in Middle Georgia. It was just a different experience. And I actually was going to go back to Clayton State, but they didn't have early childhood education. I don't deal with no middle schoolers. I'm good. So, other than that, like, I had a great time at Clayton State, I would say. I don't know if I will do my master's at Clayton State. I think, like, Clayton State was supposed to teach me a lesson, and I learned a lot of lessons at Clayton State. I learned that I was a brat my freshman year. I thought that I was just this princess. Everything was supposed to go my way, and yeah, it don't go your way. And I recommend that people go to college. Like if you don't want to go to college, you don't have to, but it really taught me how to survive. Like when you're in a dormitory, you don't have like all that nice food to be eating. Of course you got the cat food. I mean the cat food at Clayton State was it was decent. Like fried chicken Wednesdays, I was digging it. Like it was good. They had like Pizza Hut, Chick-fil-A. They had like this Subway place. So I mean, like the campus food was pretty good, and plus like Clayton State had like a strip of like all types of eating places and stuff. You can go on Mount Zion, get you some Zaxby's. Like it was just like it was different, but I don't know. It kind of taught me how to survive. Like I ate ramen noodles all the time, and I did say ramen. I sure did. Ramen noodles. I used to eat noodles all the time. TV dinners, like. Honey, I might have partied, but babe, I ain't had money to just be eating out all the time, even though I used to try. And my dad used to always be fussing at me, talking about, girl, you gonna get your life and start swiping that card. I've had like I've been put in some crazy situations. Like say one time I went to, it's like this little area called Vine City. If you're from Atlanta, you already know what I'm talking about. And I went over there. I was hanging out with my friends. One of them had community service. And so it was kind of like Meals on Wheels. And he had to like go and like drop off like frozen food. I don't know. And the person told him, he was like, this is a bad area, but I think you can handle it. And so me and my other homegirl, like we sitting in the car. She got her taser ready and everything. And so he arguing on the phone with the people by like they meals and stuff, and we just like, it's this guy, he's just looking at the car, and then like it's a group of people that's like looking at the car, and then like it's a whole congregation over there looking at the car, and like they pointing at the car and stuff. They start walking towards the car, baby. It was not finna be no Snow on the Bluff situation. If you ain't never seen it on Netflix, I don't even know if that's still on Netflix. But if you ain't never seen that little movie, and if you ain't from Atlanta, you already know. You don't know how they get down, baby, because Atlanta can get a little rough. But I had a great time. Like, so far in college, I think that my college experience is winding down now, I guess, because I'm about to graduate. And I'm on to do better things with my life. Like, that was the old Charity. The new Charity, like, I'm just trying to go to class, pass these little tests, and graduate. Because it's been a long time coming. I have got very discouraged along the way, but God done kept my mind, and he done kept me, because if I continue to be the old Charity, oh my God. And y'all that claim say y'all know how the old Charity used to be. Like, I used to have bad attitude. I thought I was cute. I'm still cute though. I'm still cute. Just a little bit. I'm still cute. But I don't know, Clayton State and Middle Georgia State really taught me a lot. So by the time I got to West Georgia, I just knew, like, I'm good. I just want to graduate. So I hope you guys like this story time, or like this college experience story. I really could go into more details, but my juicy story times would definitely be with the roommate experience, because that's another video for another time, baby. Because But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was kind of like all over the place, but I'm really excited, like I said, about my ring lights. And I just wanted to, you know, give y'all a little video too. So make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what kind of videos do you want me to do. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna say I want you to do makeup videos. I'm trying to get my setup still situated, still getting situated. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna like place my makeup somewhere and then like sit in front of the camera and do it. And I'm getting used to talking in front of the camera, so y'all just bear with me. But comment down below what type of videos that you guys would like, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.